Thank you, Eran, for joining us today, and it's great to be here at your offices in New York. Thank you for spending the time. So I really want to talk about how transformative 2020 was for Bizzabo and the opportunity ahead. But if you can share with the audience in a few sentences, what is Bizzabo?
Yeah, sure. So Bizzabo is an event success platform. We think about the world of events and predominantly corporate events. And we've built basically a digital suite of all the tools that you need in order to run an event successfully, but it's not about running the event, it's about the data that you can gather from the event. And we help marketers in companies like Bloomberg and Amazon and Salesforce and many other great companies that work with us to make the best out of their events, to make the highest ROI out of their events.
Okay, so 12 months back, it's pretty clear large gathering and corporate events are not happening. Take me through how your team analyzed and reacted to this new reality.
Yeah, first, I as a CEO feel very lucky that we came into this pandemic with a lot of social capital as a company, very strong culture, a very strong executive team, and a maturity from an operational standpoint to go through major pivots and being very open-minded to change in general as part of our culture. So the pandemic started and everything started canceling. The first and most important thing was from an operational standpoint to make sure that our customers and our employees are doing well. And we basically put first a blanket of love on our customers. They were going through hell. And this customer-centric approach paid off big time. Then we went to planning and strategizing, and we came up pretty quickly within 20 days with two things. One is an operational plan to downsize the company and reduce cost, which was one of the most painful moments in our careers, and then as founders and builders, a very difficult moment. And the second thing is that we've built a virtual solution. That virtual solution that evolved over time, within 2 months, we realized that we're moving from defense to offense, and that we're moving from downsizing to actually growth. The way we manage that is with a lot of passion and grit by the executive team and everybody in the company, many task forces and strategy sessions and meetings with the board and so forth, but very strong operations that led to from really being defense to offense and going all out and scaling very rapidly.
2020, wow, a year for the books. Share with me 3 accomplishments that you're really proud of.
Yeah, first, all accomplishments belong to the team itself. You can't do anything of those magnificent achievements without a very, very strong team. The first one is the ability to rehire everybody back. As I said, the need to let go and furlough a decent amount of employees was very painful. And within two and a half months, being able to rehire everybody that was still available to be rehired back to the company and keep growing was one massive achievement. The second one is really being able to reinvent virtual events, and as a derivative of that, raising an awesome round of capital at the end of the year that really opened massive opportunities for us. We raised $138 million from Insight Partners, which we couldn't choose a better partner from them because of their knowledge and experience in our space. And the third one is really a year after, just 2 weeks ago, we were recognized by Forrester as part of their WAVE assessment as the leader of the category at the moment to take over virtual, in-person, and hybrid events in the future.
Absolutely amazing, and I commend you for all these achievements. So if you had to summarize in a couple of minutes, what is the opportunity for Bizzabo now? The world has changed. How would you define the opportunity?
Yeah, events are being redefined. Human experiences and the way we as human beings and social creatures are attending events, which we've attended for hundreds of years in a very similar, specific way, which is in-person events, are being completely redefined. And that's with virtual and what we believe the future of events is going to be, which is hybrid. So we're going to have a little bit of virtual events, some events that are going to be only in person, and some events or the majority of the events that are going to be hybrid, meaning that there are people who are physically at the event and people who are joining remotely. And that's a new human behavior. That's a new era that we have an opportunity to really become the category defining platform of this new era and how events look like and what the digital acceleration opportunity that we have ahead of us can lead to in terms of the types of products that we can build to the market.
Excellent. So the opportunity is huge. Where do you see the company in a few years, 5 years, 10 years? What do you imagine?
Yeah, so it boils down to the following things. One, a company with the best company culture that we can have. We strongly believe at Bizzabo that culture eats strategy for breakfast and is really the operating system for everything that we do as a company. So we want to be famous for our company culture. We want to be famous for customer centricity and really putting the customers in the front and working backwards from there in everything that we do, our services, the product, the platform, and how we build it. And in terms of what kind of company we're going to be, we are going to be the category-defining platform to redefine events, probably on track to become a publicly traded company, multi-billion-dollar valuation. This is in sight and more feasible than any time before. So the future is bright. It's going to take a lot of hard work, but we're going to get there.
Excellent. That's great. Just, because the audience is probably very curious and myself as well, what's your take on when in-person physical events are going to come back?
The million-dollar question, right? Nobody has a crystal ball, but I do believe that by the end of this year, we're going to start seeing more prominent in-person events. And in any case, the beautiful part is that we are so agile as a company and we're ready for all three use cases, the virtual, the in-person, and the hybrid one. And as I said, there's still a lot of work and still a lot of things that we need to innovate and build into the product. But whenever it's going to come back, we're going to be ready for it. And I do believe that probably towards the end of the year, beginning of next year, in-person is going to be back. People really want to go back in person. People are social creatures, and we want to come together and meet in person.
Excellent. Thank you for sharing these thoughts.
Absolutely. Thank you.